Hi beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel as I take you along to the last part of the Vietnam experience tour with Contiki that began from Ho Chi Minh City. On this day from Hoi An, we took a 3-hour bus drive further up north to the ancient city of Hoi, and along the way we took the Hoi Van Pass, which had some of the most beautiful scenery I had seen during our Vietnam trip. The sky was so blue and clear, and the views of the ocean, mountains and greenery was just breathtaking. I love observing all of God's different creations and just admiring its unique beauty. After we arrived and checked into our hotel in Hue, the first activity we did was take a cyclo each and be ridden around the streets of the city all the way to the Imperial Palace. This was a really fun experience that was very memorable, and once we arrived at the palace, our tour guide took us around and explained the history behind different buildings and areas, which felt very similar to the Forbidden Palace I visited in China a few years ago. Learning about the history of different countries and how much humanity has evolved and changed in various ways really fascinates me. Even though we all may have unique lifestyles and different realities, we are all ultimately one, sharing the same human condition, and that is something traveling has taught me, that all we truly desire is unconditional love and fulfillment. We also visited another traditional temple with incredible views, and later that evening we had some free time to explore the streets of Hue that I really fell in love with, and even witnessed a magical pink sunset. The next day in the early morning, we took a flight from Hue to the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi. Something about Vietnam that really surprised me was how narrow every building is and how resourceful the locals are. On the way to our hotel, we made a stop at the Presidential Palace, followed by a group lunch, and then visited the Temple of Literature. This ancient place, built in 1070, is also known as a Temple of Confucius and was Vietnam's first national university. The grounds were just beautiful, and afterwards we also visited Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum. The next day was one of the most exciting days that I was looking forward to the entire trip, as we made our way to Halong Bay. On the 2-hour bus drive, we had a stopover at a factory where disabled people are employed and given the chance to use their skills and create beautiful pieces of art that require a lot of patience but result in masterpieces. We then arrived at the port where with our night backpacks we first got into a smaller boat which then took us to our junk boat for the night, and it was absolutely amazing inside. There was also a top deck with 360-degree views of this mesmerizing wonder of the world, and once again it just took my breath away. So we have finally made it to Halong Bay now here in Vietnam, and I'm just so incredibly grateful and happy and excited to be here. This place has been on my bucket list for such a long time, and we are currently just sailing into the mountain areas now, and it is just incredible. Emmy's here. Hello. Then we first got to the port, and then we took a little boat onto the big main junk boat. It's not actually junk, it's really nice. We have our own cabin to ourselves with 2 beds, a very nice bathroom, a very nice shower, and there's even aircon in here as well. There's a mirror there. They provide water, all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. We're just about to go have lunch. After lunch we have kayaking and a bunch of other activities, and oh my goodness, we're entering it. Wow, this is heaven on earth. Oh my goodness. Like, once you're here, it just leaves you speechless. It's still quite hot here as well, so I'm just gonna apply some sunscreen. The sun is pretty strong. I'm just so excited for this whole journey. We're staying just for 1 night on the beautiful junk boat, and yeah, we're just gonna have an amazing time. We have a group party tonight as well. We do have this boat all to ourselves, just the Contiki group, so that's amazing as well. The staff are really nice. I'm just so excited to be here, finally. As all meals on board were included, for lunch we had a feast of amazing Vietnamese food, and on the vegetarian table we had everything from dumplings to spring rolls to potatoes and other vegetables that we really enjoyed. Followed by lunch, we went out for a kayaking trip on Halong Bay, which was a big bucket list moment for me. The water was so calm, so clear, and after paddling through a cave, Emmy and I kayaked in a beautiful, peaceful lagoon. We also made a stop at another island with a short hiking track that would take us up a few hundred steps, leading to a stunning overview of Halong Bay. After being soaked in sweat from head to toe and admiring the view, we also swam at the beach and headed back towards the cruise. It's really nice. In the evening, we had another dinner feast together with lots of different Vietnamese dishes and ended the day with games, conversations, and karaoke. Good morning again, friends. Today I wake up here in Halong Bay and it has just been a dream so far. So I've woken up to this incredible view behind me of the islands and I'm just trying to take in all of the beauty. It is incredible, just magic. Weather's quite nice right now. There's a little breeze too and it's just nice and warm. I actually have to speak a bit quiet because there's someone sleeping up here. They had a pretty late line last night. On this trip so far, everyone has just gotten along really well with everyone. It's been an amazing group, so I'm really grateful for that as well. Today we're going to be spending some more time in Halong Bay before we get back to Hanoi later today. There are quite a lot of boats parked around here as well, and I think it adds to the beauty in a way. I got up quite early today too, around 5:30, just because the room was so bright and I saw the sunrise. When you come to these places, it is National Park. It is actually one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. You just appreciate Mother Earth so much more, and I mention it all the time, but when you just appreciate the beauty around you, you add more beauty to your life and you feel more alive. You come to the present moment and you're filled with joy, and that's what we're all here for too. Wow, our boat is moving now. I think we're doing a little bit of a turn. Wow. After waking with the sunrise the following day and enjoying breakfast, we took a trip nearby to the Sung Sot Cave, the largest cave in Halong Bay, created from limestone and erosion. We climbed up and through many stairs, and I was amazed at the size of these caves, which had ripple-like patterns on the ceilings. As our guide took us around, we also saw some more beautiful views of the bay decorated with blue and lush green colours, truly like heaven on earth. After an early lunch and packing our bags, it was time to say goodbye to Halong Bay for now and head back to Hanoi, where we ended our group tour in Vietnam in the evening with one last dinner together. This trip was more than I ever expected. In fact, I had no expectations beforehand, but by the end of this trip, I made a group of new friends. I met my roommate who turned out to be like a soul sister and had so many incredible experiences that enriched my soul and filled my heart with love and joy. After solo traveling for 4 months, being with a group of young people is exactly what I needed, and it truly made me realize that life becomes so much more meaningful when we can share moments with people who light us up, especially loved ones. The only downside of this trip was saying goodbye at the end, but the beauty was the lessons I learned and unforgettable memories made. So go out there, step out of your comfort zone, do something different and have fun in life. The more people you meet, the more you learn about yourself, as everyone is a teacher, and you just don't know what the universe has planned for you when you be spontaneous and listen to your intuition. Life is a gift, and so is this earth. There truly is so much to see and explore and wonder about in the world.